I wanted you to think that the Babadook wasn't a threat.
It wasn't.
Exactly.
It was not actually a threat. It only had petty illusions. Don't work
For the
though.
record, the Babadook isn't helping Nancy's descendant into madness.
No, I imagine not.
Just slowly getting worse and worse.
So, the last time, the party made their way up to the mansion and met the friendly Arnold, who invited the party to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
The party declined, fearing cannibals,
George.
and met with 3 mercenaries while trying to leave the mansion. The mercenaries were bringing Arnold his food. The party then decided to save these 3 from the cannibals. Once inside, the party, meaning Lucas and Nancy, found a mountain of cats, killed Arnold, and
Specifically, Lucas killed Arnold.
Hey, let him do the recap.
You
slimy
butted
little
in
cunt.
to say George, you fucknut.
Let him do the recap, you slimy cunt.
No. You butted in to say George
Please
earlier.
stop this profanity, children. Please. Please.
And the last thing they heard as they left the mansion was that he was innocent.
By an unnamed voice, right? But we can all assume it was the Babberschnack.
Yeah, that's
It was
safest
violent.
assumption.
So yeah, the party is currently walking away from the mansion right now. What would you like to do?
George is just walking.
Nancy's gonna turn to George and Lucas. Guys, what do we tell Vlad?
George turns to Nancy. Nothing happened. We're continuing.
Lucas, are you okay with this?
We're continuing.
I'll take that as a yes.
So the
Alrighty
Keeps
then.
walking.
Nancy's occasionally looking back at the house to see if she can spot the Babadook in particular, but other than that, she's still walking.
Okay. Roll perception.
Sorry, that was my ketchup farting in your mic there. Hold on. 16?
Okay. So, as you're looking around the mansion, you don't see anything of note. You do see the mansion looks lifeless, honestly. Like, all light from it is just gone. And the air around it just feels gloomy.
Fair enough.
So the party just gonna keep walking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's taking Vlad? Just out of curiosity.
George has Vlad.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew
Unless,
some.
unless Vlad is on his feet again.
Oh no, he's gone. Like he's
Yeah,
dead.
George is carrying Vlad.
No,
He's not dead.
he's dead.
Okay. Good.
Nancy is going to
Yeah.
turn to George. So, why is he unconscious?
He got sick because he ate rotten peaches.
Why did he? You know what? I'm not even going to question it. It's Vlad. He would eat rotten peaches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, George is just walking.
All right. So, on the way back from the mansion, I assume the mood is pretty somber.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ye-
when you get back to where the river is, you see that the river is still frozen over. The white-haired woman is currently in. Well, she's not there. The Brahminer.
Okay.
The Brahminer there. There is almost like an igloo there,
A what?
like an
Igloo.
ice
She's built.
That's adorable. Is Truffles in the igloo, or is he near the Brahmin?
You don't see Truffles. I mean, you don't see the woman either, but
George is gonna gently set Vlad in parts and then kind of knock on the igloo. Or move.
I mean, the igloo is just open.
Nancy's going inside.
Okay. All right.
All right. When you go inside the igloo, you do see that the woman is inside of it. She is curled up in a ball, almost entirely encased in ice, except for her face. And Truffles is sleeping next to her.
Nancy smiles at this. Aww. How long has he been sleeping?
Who are you asking this to?
The blonde lady.
She's not blonde.
She's gonna call
White-haired.
it blonde.
Pure white.
Not blonde. It's pure white.
All right.
Nancy doesn't care.
Okay. I mean, she's not awake. She's just encased in ice, sleeping. She's using the ice like a blanket.
Oh, she's asleep too? Oh, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Nancy's just gonna smile, go, aww, and head back out and turn to George and Lucas. They're sleeping.
Wake him up.
Can't we just let them rest for a little
No.
while? Why not?
We need to keep moving.
Where do you guys plan on heading?
We're heading where we were heading, the Noofle Alliance.
So towards that town?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna be the one to wake her up, but you
George
gentlemen.
walks into the
Yep.
igloo. He knocks on her block of ice and says, "We need to go."
Okay. She does open one of her eyes and looks up at you. And then, after a brief moment, she just shake herself awake. She's just staring at you.
We need to move. Got places to be. She said, "Get the dog out."
Yeah.
George kind of gently pets Truffle's head and then kind of like picks him up and heads for the door.
Suddenly, George starts to hear ba-da-pa-pa-pa.
I hope not. That's a bad thing, Nancy. We established that was a bad thing if George hears that.
But Truffles can be a bad thing. Oh, no.
True. Either way, yeah, George comes walking out of the igloo holding Truffles.
Okay.
He's gonna gently take Truffles from him. Thank you.
George just George kind of sits in the cart and waits.
Okay.
The lead cart specifically.
Well, you made them into one part.
Okay, so yeah, he sits at the front.
Okay. So after a brief moment after you left the igloo just sets up blaze and melts into water. And she walks over to the cart and sits down.
Is everybody in the cart?
Who's going to the cart?
Nancy's gonna sit next to the girl with the white hair, if that makes everybody feel better if I just say the girl with the white hair.
It does.
It does.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say George specifically put Vlad in the seat next to him. So in the front, it's just George and Vlad.
Okay.
Lucas is marching along the side of the cart.
All right.
Okay.
George. Say George kind of stares at Lucas for a moment until he realizes what he's doing, and then just kind of, without saying anything, just.
You're headed to the Noofle line.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right. So,
Nancy's gonna see. First off, how does the white woman take the fact that Nancy is sitting next to her? Is she indifferent? I wanted to see if anything would happen there. I guess Nancy just simply says,
nods and looks away again.
Has Vlad woken up?
Not yet.
Has Vlad been moving at all in his sleep?
Roll perception.
oh no.
Alright, give me a second. Oh no, I don't think this roll is meant to. Because we would know if he was dead. That's not what George is trying to.
I was thinking he was possessed by frickin' Battlesnake.
16. Do I have a bonus to perception? I might not. I don't. Wait, no, that's Lucas. The answer is I still don't. 16 flat.
Okay. He seems to be in pain. Like, even in his sleep, he's clutching his stomach. But aside from that, he's just sleeping.
Alright. Yeah, George just kinda keeps going. I'm gonna say George has not said a peep this entire time.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Nancy has just been talking to Truffles and, having cutesy moments with him, more so to comfort herself. And occasionally looking between George and Lucas, really, really not liking the tension. But just kind of letting it be for now.
Alright.
What is Lucas doing?
Still marching alongside the cart.
Okay. The white-haired woman, she's just playing with the fire and the ice, just creating shape.
Like Fuji balls.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Or Fushiga balls, or whatever they were.
Like, occasionally she makes a... She just keeps making different shapes.
I'm going to say Nancy really admires this. And will occasionally...
Nancy says, ooh. She stops, looks away, and doesn't do it for a while. Until Nancy isn't looking.
Oh my god. The pettiness.
Alright, you're just going to keep going?
Yep. I'm gonna say at some point or another George starts humming to himself.
Okay.
Doesn't have a name.
So... Oh, don't you me.
Yeah, George has now kind of stopped humming and is now just back to steering.
No! The song!
Alright. So, as you're moving along the road, it is starting to get... You do see there's just dead trees, rocks, and...
Nancy's getting more tense.
I'm gonna say without sleep, get in the car and sleep.
Okay.
Nancy looks to Lucas to see if he's gonna do that.
I keep marching.
Okay.
Alright.
So, as you're continuing onwards, you're getting further and further into what appears to be woodland, and you're starting to go up a very, not big hill, but a steep hill. It is still the cave. You can still see it's and there's a lot less rock and a lot less like dirt this way in a little bit.
Nancy, have you fallen asleep?
Okay.
She might eventually just pass out.
At what point in the night do you think that she would pass out?
Bill is not showing any signs of stopping.
Okay.
Unless the Brahmin are starting to look tired.
As you're going up the hill, you start hearing a squeak.
It's the squeaking sound.
As far as you can tell, it's
Gotta be kidding me.
you're
What's wrong?
uphill right now.
One of the wheels is going. Can they make it to the top of the hill?
You could try.
George is gonna turn to Nancy. You steer. Me and Lucas are pushing.
Sounds good.
George hops out and walks to the back.
Nancy, take the lead.
To the other side of the wheel. John, these wheels, are they held in with a peg or how are they held on?
The way they're held on is it is a peg, but you also have there is wrapped metal around it to really hold it in place.
Okay. No, I would need a hammer for this to do anything worth a damn. Never mind.
George walks over to inspect it.
Okay.
Can George see what is wrong with it?
It looks like the wheel, instead of just being straight, it's on an angle. Specifically, the top part is out. Bottom part is in.
Okay.
Can George attempt to realign it?
Probably not while it's moving.
Yet you are still currently going up a hill.
Let's just shove the fucking cart, George.
George, roll strength.
I've got 17.
What is it? Yep.
15.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I add the bonus from his special arm as well?
You do, yeah.
Is that a +1? Or is that a +2?
I thought it was a +1. If you wrote it down your buffs, it would have told you.
I'm pretty sure I did.
+6 to rolls with your left arm.
Oh, shit. Doing a lot here.
Alright.
Struggling.
Okay.
Just because that makes more sense.
The wheel looks like it is wobbling a bit more, almost like it's on the just falling off. So, as you get to the top of the hill, like you crest to the top, your wheel pops off. But you have made it to the top of the hill.
George is gonna grab the wheel before it rolls down the hill.
Okay. Make an agility check.
Of course.
Let's say Lucas is going to make an attempt if George fails on it.
16 plus 2, so 18.
Alright. So, you do see the wheel starting to roll backwards. You reach out grab it before it makes any headway.
Alright, George is going to... Because I think this is actually something he can do. He's going to try and lift the cart.
Okay. Nancy.
Not, like, completely, just, like, up enough so that they can try and put back on the wheel.
Yeah. So, Nancy,
Yes.
as soon as the cart gets to the top of the hill, the right wheel gives out and the cart just falls to the right. And you see George walk around to the side where the wheel broke off. George, make a strength check.
Alright, George is making a strength check.
Lucas is assisting.
Okay.
That is a 14 plus 6.
I rolled a 12.
Okay. One of you is doing a bit more work than the other.
One of us has a iron forced arm.
I didn't say names. But
I mean, George kind of wanted Lucas to be putting the wheel back on.
so,
I'm gonna say George looks at Lucas as he's helping him lift it and just kind of like, you're supposed to be putting the wheel back on.
One of your arms is able to lift this thing by itself.
Oh, let me just hold the wheel and also fix the wheel at the same time with one
And
hand.
use your fucking words, George. And I grab the fucking wheel from him.
okay.
Fancy size.
And as I go to slide the wheel back onto the post, I just kind of say to George, you know, words can help a lot. They can also
Yeah,
hurt
maybe
a lot.
next time talk to people. Maybe you'll learn something.
Maybe the cold, unfeeling machine won't understand.
Oh, I feel just fine, Lucas.
Exactly.
Now put the fucking wheel
The
on.
wheel is on, George.
Is it fixed?
I don't know. Does it look fixed to you? Do we have anything to hitch it back up there properly?
The things it was hitched on with in the first place.
Okay, then it's as good as it's gonna get until it falls off again.
Fine.
I wouldn't really call that fixed.
Fine. And
A lot of
George
things that just-
gently puts the cart back
There's a
down.
lot of things that can't simply just be fixed.
George calmly puts the cart back down.
Okay. So, as you put the cart back down, the wheel does seem to be staying in place, but it does look like it could fall off again.
George is going to look at the wheel. Is there anything he can do to fasten it back on properly?
You would need, from what it looks like, you would need to have to fashion something on the spoke in front of the wheel to make it stay in place. What was there previously was superheated metal. That went down.
You want to help me with some ghetto-rigged blacksmithing to get this fucking thing stable, George?
George just kind of looks at Lucas. Just stop. Do you really need to ask why?
I do, George. Mr. Shining Knight, Mr. Paragon of Good.
Dude, you shot a guy.
I know I did.
And you're not
shot
acting
several.
remorseful. You're acting like a child.
I'm not acting, George. Why? What about me? Seems like I'm acting like a child.
Nancy, is he acting like a child?
I punished myself for what I did physically. I just marched
You walked.
our entire fucking way. I was going to continue walking the entire fucking trip. Non-stop.
George is going to take the laser pistol from Lucas, and he's going to try and aim it in such a fashion where he can glance the metal with the laser.
Give me the fucking gun. I don't trust you with a fucking weapon right now.
So Nancy,
Yeah,
what is Nancy doing during this?
she's trying her best not to say anything, hoping they'll come to a conclusion, and is every so often sighing and clutching the reins of the cart.
Okay.
She's kind of waiting for a moment, if it really comes to it, to possibly jump in and just try to get them to work together. But it hasn't gotten terrible yet.
That
Nothing.
is Ken. Sorry.
So what are George and Lucas doing?
George gives him his gun back.
Good fucking personal skills, George. Real glad I've been able to fight alongside you.
Are you?
Every fucking point in this whole trip and journey, or whatever you want to call it, all I've been is ridiculed by you. I know what I did was wrong. Your excuse for a way to try and bring my mind to a proper place was, you are a trained military soldier. I'm disappointed. Fuck you, George.
I don't think George ever actually canonically said that. I think that was a private conversation, Matt.
Oh, you said that last time.
Did I?
Yeah.
I thought that was a private conversation. Okay. Look, I was trying not to talk about it.
Okay, so now you're giving me shit for quote-unquote acting like a child by not talking about it.
You...
Are you saying that I should have talked about the man I just killed mercilessly? Because some voodoo demon from wherever decided to fuck with us.
I'm not trying to say that I'm perfect.
Then don't try and make it sound like I'm not. Don't try and force
George
the thought.
immediately looks at Lucas. You're trying to insinuate you... Okay.
No, I'm not. You conceited cunt.
Are you going to fix the wheel, or should I take the gun back?
I shoot the metal to heat it. Use your metal hands to bend it in place.
Did he succeed in doing the thing, John, without setting fire to the cart?
If it was a point-blank shot to the metal, then yes, he would have succeeded.
That's what it was.
Then
Yeah, George does his best to fix it together.
Okay. So, as you're pushing down on superheated metal, it gets closer to the spoke itself. So, you kind of make the problem worse. You didn't add any metal to it.
It didn't lose metal.
you're superheating it and then molding it onto both. That's not going to gain mass.
I have metal. John, how much steel do we need?
Just one piece.
It's one piece? Hold this for a moment.
George holds it.
And I put the pistol to the metal and heat a good portion of it.
Okay. And then you start shaping that. George, yes, no, maybe?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't occur to me you're talking to me. Yes, he molds it.
Okay. Then, after a bit, and after the metal cools down, it does look like it's able to support the wheel, and the wheel is currently in place.
George heads back to the front of the cart.
I take it you fixed it?
I believe we did, yes. Lucas,
I wasn't talking about the wheel.
get in the cart, please.
I don't think I want to.
Lucas, I am asking you as a friend, get in the cart. We are all upset. We are all tense. Punishing yourself isn't going to help. I'm not trying to penalize you. I'm not trying to ostracize you. I want you to just get in the cart.
Yeah, to go to sleep.
I will if I can.
I start walking.
Okay.
George starts the cart.
So, now that you've pressed it over the top of the hill, and you get a good look, at this point, you can see way off in the horizon a city with very bright lights. Like spotlights waving in the sky. But you also see it is just thick forest until then. And it looks like the whole town is kind of surrounded by forest. Or, well, what you can see from the horizon.
Are these forests like vegetated or are they dead forests?
Vegetated.
Some vegetated, a lot dead.
Okay. I thought
Most of the trees are dead, but there are a good number of them that are fully vegetated.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you said earlier that it was mostly vegetated.
Nope.
Alright.
And more immediately, it looks like it is about the same steepness down the hill.
We need to stop the cart. The Brahmin won't be... The Brahmin are too tired to be able to hold the cart back.
Okay.
Let's make camp, gentlemen.
I'm gonna take a look around to find a place to pull the cart off to the side of the road.
Okay.
Nancy's gonna get out of the cart and start looking for firewood.
Roll a 14.
All right. Nancy, roll perception for firewood.
All right.
Lucas.
That's a 12.
Okay. Lucas. The area around you, on top of the hill, is pretty thick. There is an area that looks like it can reasonably hold the entire party, but it would kind of be close quarters. And the Brahmin and the cart would kind of have to mush in. So it's enough to set up the Brahmin, the cart, a campfire, and some bedrolls. But it's not enough if you wanted a tent or anything.
I look to George as we're getting everyone off the cart. Find a spot for Vlad. I'm going to unhook Hank and tie him off to a tree so he's not locked in the car all night. You can get Biggie when you put Vlad down.
Yeah, George does this. Yeah.
Alright. So, George, what is George doing on the lab?
George is bringing Vlad over to this prospective campsite, setting him up in a sleeping bag.
Okay. Nancy. Looking around, you don't find many sticks on the ground or any, like, dry grass. You do find a good amount of bark that you're going to break off, but it's not enough to build a big campfire. It's just enough to make a fire.
Got it. I'm gonna say she starts to get to work on that, but then stops and turns to the white-haired woman. Would you mind lighting this when I'm done?
She looks at you, looks at the stick in your hand, and gives a little grumble.
Thanks. I have to say, they're not always this tense. Sorry about that.
One, half. And she rolls her eyes. She says,
There was a scuffle.
"No one's dead. Items wrong."
Fair enough. George kicks back.
Once everything's all set up, Lucas is going to walk out to the road and sit at the crest of the hill looking at the town.
Okay.
Nancy looks at the white-haired woman. If you really want to, later I can fill you in. Right now it's just not the best time. But, yeah.
She looks over to Nancy. If I want to know, I'll ask.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
When you set the sticks down to the fire, she just ignites all of the sticks, and there is a roaring fire in front of you.
Oh, okay. Good work.
I'm gonna say once the campsite is all set up, and the humans in the party are situated, George is gonna walk over and sit next to Lucas.
As you walk over, you can see me kind of tossing an orb back and forth in my hands.
Careful, you knock someone's eye out.
That's why I'm over here.
Yeah, it wouldn't really affect me.
The radiation won't. The detonation would.
I've shot myself in the head. I think I'm basically accustomed to all things at this point.
I dispel that one.
Okay. Plus one red.
I already added it.
Oh.
I know I overreacted, George. Alright. I'm not happy about it. Obviously, you're not happy about it. I'm not so dumb that I wasn't able to realize that you were going to shoot me on the spot if I said the other option you gave me.
Honestly, Lucas, I probably wouldn't have. I asked you the question that I would have been asked.
By who?
Whoever handler I happened to have at the time. Have I ever told you why I had to leave the railroad?
Why?
I destroyed an entire town and killed everyone in it.
Is that so?
Yes. I burnt it to the ground.
They deserve it.
Some of them did. The rest were just defending their own. I didn't care. I was blinded by rage at what I'd seen. When Desdemona told me that they would be voting on whether or not I'd be allowed to stay, I didn't wait for a vote. I took one look at Deacon and then walked away. Had my memories wiped and wandered off into the wastes. That's how I got in the state you met me in.
Mm-hmm. Have I ever told you why I got kicked out of the Enclave?
I assumed you lost a raffle.
I wasn't given a choice.
Yeah, most people aren't. Did you do something, or?
I was just a pain in the ass. Someone decided, hey, let's hire an assassin. No one will miss this loudmouth piece of shit.
Evidently they did miss. Or
They hit what they were trying to hit. But whoever powers that be decided that my suffering wasn't done.
I hear ya. And George kind of stands back up. I'm going to leave you to sort out your emotions. I'm going to go check on the others. If anyone asks what happened, I ain't saying shit. What's done is done. There's no taking it back, only moving forward. If you want to dredge up the past, that is entirely your choice. We all have to live with our demons. And George walks over back to the camp.
After you get like 10 feet away from him, George, take this back to the cart with you.
Alright.
I take out the EMP and toss it to you.
You're throwing an EMP at George.
It's not armed.
I'm gonna say George catches it. Alright then. And he keeps walking.
Alright. Nancy,
Yeet.
so you are currently sitting next to a fire, and George just walked on with Lucas.
I'm adding the EMP back to the cart for you, Michael.
Alright. Thank you.
What would you like to do, Nancy?
How's Truffles doing?
Dead.
He's doing the long sleep.
Cancer. Terminal.
Turns out Lucas has been lacing his food with radiation.
So I take it Truffles is okay as okay can be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he almost drowned earlier today, so yeah, he's probably in high spirits.
My poor puppy. I'm gonna say Nancy makes her way over to the cart to check on Vlad, checking his vitals.
He's not in the
sure-
cart. He's
Yeah,
at
he's
the
over
campsite
at the
with you.
campsite.
Oh, is he still? Is he still out? Right?
Probably.
he's out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check his vitals, make sure there's nothing else, any other injuries that have prospered.
Okay. Roll perception.
Ooh. Nat 19.
All right. So, as you're looking Vlad over, you can see that it's all of his symptoms point to just being a very bad stomachache, if not just, I guess, food poisoning, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, aside from just a little bit of sweat and him like still holding his stomach and making occasional groaning sounds, he is in good health. Aside from the food poisoning and the terminal cancer.
Alright, well. Good.
Jeez. Okay. I will say it's at this point Nancy kind of looks to George and Lucas from afar, not really listening in, but just to look at their body language and see if things are generally decent between them at the moment.
I mean, Lucas still isn't over there. So Lucas is still out on the road.
This is back in the past.
Oh, okay.
Time travel.
So, right now, it looks like they're not angry, but they're not happy. They're just talking.
Good enough.
You watch as George pulls out the double mag and shoots Lucas in the dick.
More work for me.
Just look down. Great, now I'm forced to be the sub.
Alright. Oh my god.
Oh man.
John, I messaged you.
Yep.
I guess since they're doing alright, Nancy's gonna sit back by the fire and turn to the white-haired woman. So did anything happen while we were gone, or was everything pretty peachy?
Pigs took over the world. I killed them and cooked them.
Looked pretty good. Most I can say is I just started making an igloo and there was some knocking around me.
Fair enough.
Just like, yeah, we're just gonna accept that for what it is and move on. There's no point dwelling on it.
You didn't look at the book, did you?
He looked pretty. You mean the book that you were all freaking out about?
Yeah, I'm not giving it to you.
I don't care.
Good. I'm gonna say it's not the book.
Okay.
Looks at it, looks at the fire, and just debates. Is it worth tossing it in a second time?
I think last time it got tossed in, it hit George in the face later.
No. Last time it got tossed in, it popped into my backpack. And then when we threw it off of the moving cart, like 30 seconds later, you got whopped in the face. Like,
yeah, that's
like
what
book
happened.
just flying against the front of your face. I found that.
I'm gonna say Nancy tosses it in the fire just to watch it burn. If it does fall. More so out of boredness and...
This book is a pyromaniac's dream.
That only costs your sanity. It's like a don't starve item. It's infinite fuel, but every time you use it, you go a little more crazy.
Oh my god.
And every time you burn it, a shadow hand kind of comes out of the darkness and just whacks you over the back of the head with it.
Doesn't do any. It doesn't do.
Oh, it don't starve. It does damage.
It does a little bit of damage.
It does a little bit.
It does specifically one damage. And
Yeah.
there's like a squeaky toy noise. No, it's gotta be like a Victorian dinner bell noise. It's like
Okay. But yes. The book is now.
What happened
no.
to the book, John?
Oh no.
So the book is just in the fire burning.
Mm-hmm.
You just glance up to George and Lucas. George stands up and looks like he's walking back to you, or back to the fire. From behind you, way off into the darkness of the forest, you hear a quiet, "Help me."
Oh shit. Nope. No. She's gonna turn to the white-haired woman. I'm just gonna ask you a quick question. Can you hear anybody off in the distance?
She looks over at you, not surprised, but just as if she wasn't expecting to ask for that. Yeah, one.
What are they saying?
They've just been shouting help since we left.
Since we left?
Has George heard anything?
George and Lucas have heard nothing.
And they really weren't that far away.
Nope.
Are you sure you hear that? Nancy looks very pained.
I don't think that no one else I would be hearing other than the words help and me.
Okay. Nancy gets up. When she sees George approach, she's gonna stop in front of him. You wanna come with me on a little adventure?
Oh boy! What hell are we wandering into now?
There's someone yelling help in the distance, and before you ask, I already asked the white-haired woman if she heard it. She hears it. It's someone in need of assistance, and not an illusion. And her eyes go wide when she says illusion.
George is gonna roll perception.
Okay.
That's the wrong thing. That is a 17.
And you're just trying to listen for it?
Yeah, he's trying to see if he hears anyone.
Okay. So as you're taking a listen in, you do manage to hear some crickets chirping, a cicada over in the distance, leaves rustling every now and then.
And the man screaming at the top of his lungs.
That much.
So Nancy, I'm pretty sure there's no one out there.
Then how come she hears it?
Well, she's already heard knocking. Wait, no, George doesn't know that. Did she read the book?
She says she didn't.
We're also just working off the assumption that reading the book is necessary.
True.
Look,
But what if somebody is out there?
where was it coming from? Give me a direction.
Nancy points in the direction of which I do not specifically know as a player.
Basically, opposite direction where Lucas.
Right.
Like,
So there's a random person calling out from the darkness at what time is it?
about 1 morning.
1:03 in the morning. So, let's look at the facts. We know it lies. We know it deceives. We know it can make physical objects appear that aren't there. So auditory hallucinations, very possible. Now my guess, seeing as it also seems to know where things are, is that it's probably trying to lure us into something.
That's kind of why I told you about it first, before just,
Yeah.
Oh,
As George is talking, you hear a gunshot right next to your ear.
Did George see any reason for Nancy to
No.
do
As
that?
long as you know, you're trying to explain things to her, and then she just panics.
Ooh, was that one?
she kind of puts a hand to her chest and tries to get a hold of herself. Heard it gotten shot. I doubt you heard it.
Yeah, no, that was not real.
Great. She's smiling, starts laughing, and tears just start to come down her face as she laughs more.
Nancy, try to sleep.
I can't.
Nancy, George gently puts his hand on her shoulder. Would you like me to help you sleep?
Don't ever punch me again.
That is perfectly fine. This was a question as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know why he isn't fucking with me. I'm over here ripe for the taking.
Wait a minute. She can hear it. I can hear it. You can't. Is it possible he could be doing the opposite, where he's making sure you don't hear it, and we could be helping someone, and we're overthinking this?
John, did Lucas hear a gunshot?
Lucas heard nada.
George looks at Nancy. I have a secondary theory. Because I haven't actually had... The only thing I've heard is knocking. Now, the thing is, if I heard knocking and our friend over there heard knocking, but so far as I know, none of us have heard anything else? Or if that's not... I haven't
But
seen...
you also saw the mansion before we walked in. The way it was,
That's true. We all did see that.
George, can you, Lucas, just go over there and just check for my sanity?
Let's go.
Thank you.
George
And-
starts marching over.
Wait, can we bring Lucas too?
As far as I know, Lucas is in our path. I thought.
Opposite direction.
George goes to get Lucas.
Nancy comes with him. Thank you.
As you're walking up, you see me double fisting fucking orbs right now, and basically, and just kind of redo that, summoning and despelling them.
Lucas, we had
What?
Babel Snook problems.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I just want to make sure it's not somebody who actually needs help.
Fine. Oh. I stand myself up shakily, and I kind of stumble a bit as I'm getting up, because, well, I'm tired. And, fuck. And you see me unholster the 9mm, make sure it's loaded, check the energy pistol, make sure I reloaded those charges into it.
Okay.
All right, what direction?
This way. And she starts walking that direction.
Nope, George follows.
I'm going to say Nancy kind of takes George's arm, almost in a childish way, and leads him.
Alright, yeah, George doesn't stop this.
Okay. Cool. So, on the way to where you hear this person screaming, "Help me!" You hear it getting louder and louder. And Nancy,
Mm-hmm.
as you're getting closer and closer, it starts getting quieter and quieter. But
Wait,
it's starting to sound like raspy.
wait.
She stopped.
So, she's still the only one hearing it, right?
Yep, only Nancy's hearing this way.
Alright.
She stops and is taking deep, heavy breaths. The voice is changing. I
That's
don't know.
not-
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's because they're dying or if it's no one.
Oh, I have a feeling it's someone. I have a feeling we've just walked into a trap. We've just walked away from our camp into the pitch black darkness.
We could turn back.
I don't think we have time. Embrace
say that.
eternity, as it were. Nancy, turn on your Pip-Boy light.
Do I have the Pip Boy?
Pretty sure she does.
Okay.
God damn it. Lucas, the Pip-Boy light.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play a game of who has the Pip Boy. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba.
I still not fucking. I'm adding it. Hit boy
We
has
keep-
been added.
I like to imagine we keep adding Pip-Boys to the party because we keep forgetting who has it. So like now Lucas, Vlad, Nancy, George, the old truffles. Yeah, alright. So, where is the raspy voice?
This way.
Yeah, let's go. Maybe it'll actually be something. Who knows?
Oh,
Maybe a
Matthew.
Yagwai.
Nancy,
Mm.
as you seem to get closer and closer to where the source of the voice is, it just stops and you don't hear anything.
Nancy stops. We can go back.
I don't think we can, but we'll try anyway. And George spins in place and starts walking back towards the camp.
Nancy's joining him.
Okay. Lucas joining as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you're walking back to where the camp was, you don't see any fire. You don't see any indication of where your camp was.
Of course.
Surrounded by dark forest.
The fire could have went out. There wasn't a lot of wood.
We literally walked into the most textbook trap possible. And George plants himself on the ground. It just kind of sits there.
Okay. What does Lucas do?
I holster the guns. I'm just kind of standing.
What is he doing?
She's watching the gentleman do this and looking around. Very panicked, but trying to be calm.
Is your little show? How long is your little show going to go on for tonight?
Excuse me?
Not talking to you, Nancy.
Now, we have walked into a snare, and the most effective way to win this game is not to play.
Nancy,
Yeah.
as George is talking, his voice fades out and he just seems to be consumed by darkness.
No. No. She starts to slowly sit down, hug her legs, and close her eyes. It's okay. It'll go away. Can't hurt me. It'll go away. Can't hurt me.
George and Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
you see Nancy look surprised at George and hunker down on the ground and just start repeating, "It's okay, it can't hurt me." George.
George kind of just leans back into the grass.
Okay.
Lucas starts whistling.
Okay.
So George actually no. George respects Lucas's whistling and does not start humming.
I will say this because I've said this to Michael. Lucas canonically knows how to play the flute and understands woodwinds as a instrument.
Fair enough.
Lucas starts whistling. What's the name of the song? It's like.
It's something.
This little star of mine, I'm gonna make that.
Yeah.
Oh, this little light of mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
George is going to consult his inner clock.
Okay.
Has time passed?
Yeah, going.
Yeah, George is actively just going to kind of lie there.
Okay. Nancy,
Mm-hmm.
you see and hear Lucas start whistling, and then the whistling just starts fading out, and he gets consumed by darkness.
It's okay. He's probably still there. Just have to wait.
George and Lucas, you see Nancy just start saying that.
As I continue whistling, I walk up and just place a hand on her shoulder.
John, do I feel this?
Well,
Oh, no.
Lucas,
Mm.
as you walk up to touch Nancy, she just vanishes.
Fair enough.
That's why I sat on the ground.
I'm just gonna sit next to where I presume Nancy is.
George and Lucas,
Mm.
when taking a look around, you can see the campfire in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't moving.
Okay.
I am waiting
I'm
for
just sitting.
the sunrise.
All right. Nancy, you are currently in complete darkness right now. And something touches your shoulder.
She just buries her face in her knees.
Okay. Almost as if resonating inside of your mind, you hear,
I get it. It's your calling card. What do you want?
Nancy. Oh. It feels like you're falling right now.
I'm just gonna pick up her head from her knees and actually start looking around.
Okay. You see a very, very dim red light below you, and you feel as though you're falling.
It's okay. It can't hurt me. And she just kind of embraces the fall.
Okay. You're not going to try to take, save yourself at all?
She doesn't know what she's saving herself from.
Okay. Well, it feels like you're falling.
She's just closing her eyes and waiting for either impact or some hopefully return to reality.
As you were getting closer and closer to the ground, you feel as if you're going faster and faster and faster until you can't actually see the dim light. Oh, no, it's not dim anymore. But the red light coming up very close, closer, closer. As you slam down into the ground, or well, as you would slam down into the ground,
And make a Roblox oof noise.
Yeah.
metal leg shatters into a million tiny pieces.
What shatters into a million times?
Metal leg.
Your metal leg.
Does it hurt?
A lot.
She's screaming. A lot.
Because it just feels as though every single one of your nerves in your leg just broke. And it feels as though you just lost your leg again.
She's screaming.
Right? George, Lucas, it sounds like Nancy is screaming all around in utter agony.
It's kind of like take my finger and just like the really tropey pinky to dig out the ear. It's like, nope, still here.
You know what? You know what? George just kind of looks around himself. Kind of stands up. And I'm gonna have George roll agility.
What do you think to do?
George is gonna try and perform a Cossack dance.
A what? Oh.
What?
George has rolled a 15. George has rolled a 15. Plus 2. That's a 17.
George Cossack kicking dance.
By no means graceful.
There's a lot of squeaking and whining.
He could think of nothing more insulting to the Babadook than to just start dancing to the sounds of Nancy's screams.
Now I forget. Do I still see George?
You still see George, yeah.
Please start clapping.
I see this, and after digging my ear out, I'm looking at George. I just kind of like look around, like just realizing that this is happening. Shrug my shoulders and just.
Oh my god! George begins exclaiming, "Huh?" every time he kicks. So what's happening with Nancy? It's just like, I would love a straight to black cut back to Nancy just screaming.
Your screaming is cut short. Not because you stopped, but because it feels like there is a noose around your neck and you cannot make any sound other than gurgling, choking sounds.
Does the pain in my leg stop?
Oh no. That pain is excruciating.
Great.
If Nancy could say anything, she would probably. I don't know. Can she barely get anything out, or like?
I mean, imagine that you're being hanged by a noose.
Okay.
Think back to your childhood.
She's gonna try and use her arm strength to try to get it off her neck, but it's not working out. She's kicking. She's fighting it as much as she can.
Nancy, as you're fighting it, as you're flailing to try and get the rope, there's nothing hanging right now, but you are still being choked.
So there's nothing around my
Put
neck,
cream in it. That wasn't
but I'm
correct,
just
was
being
it?
choked.
Remake it.
Yep. You are trying to grasp any rope that's around your neck or above your head or anything that would indicate you're being choked. There is nothing there. You are just choking. And it feels as though there's around your neck pulling you up.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear your last part there.
It feels as though there is a noose around your neck pulling up.
She's gonna try and fight the pain, try to tell herself in her mind it's not real as much as possible. Kind of like trying to wake herself up from a dream, though the pain hurts. Yeah, just overall trying to fight it. I don't know if you want me to roll anything for that.
Roll.
What?
Intelligence roll.
Intelligence roll? That's 6.
You are currently losing air rapidly. And your leg is still just hurting.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say at this point Nancy's pretty sure she's dying. So she just kind of starts laughing through her choking, thinking this is how it ends. Thinking how stupid it is, and how she'll probably never find her sister. Just laughing about it.
Well, funny you should mention that.
Oh boy, I was waiting for this bit.
Nancy,
Mm.
you see in front of you Vlad, George, and Lucas all smiling happily and laughing as they are currently shooting the corpse of your sister.
Good.
John, I'd like to make an intelligence roll.
Because that's too absurd.
Can I make an intelligence roll?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, thank God. 17.
Okay. That image vanishes.
It would never do that.
You're still being choked.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
At that point, can she make an intelligence roll to see if she really is choking, or is that just gonna stay?
The fact that you cannot breathe should kind of tell you that, you know, you're either being choked or you're just not breathing.
I'm gonna say she's gonna actively try to breathe, because that's what you would do if you're choking, right?
Probably.
Make an
It's
intelligence.
like your instinct.
Oh, you mean like how if you realize you're underwater in a dream and you realize you're in a dream, you can suddenly breathe underwater?
No, I mean,
It's
like, if
actually-
you're in the military and they put you in the water for too long, your instincts take over and you have to get to the surface no matter what your orders are.
Well, your orders are trying to make an intelligence.
Yay! 15.
Okay. You stop choking. It feels as though you drop down from the noose, and you land on your feet, and then your mechanical leg breaks.
Again.
Pieces.
Again.
At this point, she's just angry.
How could this happen to me? I purchased a steak, but they made it well done.
She's gonna try and grab onto her leg to see if she can feel if it's there.
Okay.
Smart move.
As you feel around for your leg, it is not there.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess she's just screaming and looking around, kind of waiting for the pain to go away.
Oh, the pain will go.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is just becoming torture porn.
Yeah. That is. Dancing.
Yes.
You open your eyes and you see George doing a very odd dance.
Is my leg here?
Your leg is there, yes, but it is currently still in agony.
She just starts laughing and crying all at the same time. I want to believe this one is real.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really. I feel like that's all the things Nancy's witnessed.
I like your roll intelligence. This seems strange. Rolls well enough. You start to your nose starts to bleed from watching it contemplate this.
George. Does George see Nancy now?
You do. You do see her lying on her back, crying, laughing, and, all around. Not exactly happy, not exactly unhappy.
He just calls out, "Yabal!"
What did he say?
Yabal, and he just keeps dancing.
At this point, she's just laughing her ass off.
And George calls out into the darkness, "Good luck breaking me! I'm already insane!" And he just keeps dancing. He's now dancing in a circle around her.
John, I might have missed this in the chaos. Is George and Lucas still surrounded by darkness?
They were never surrounded. Well, no, they were. No, you were able to see the campfire because Nancy started seeing other things.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh my god.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, it ain't over yet, Buttercup.
No, I know it's not. Nancy, how you doing?
I'm just fucking peachy. And her eyes go wide. The tears stream down her face.
You want some whiskey?
No fucking thank you unless you want it in your face.
Not doing that with whiskey. Fuck you.
Oh, I'm just glad it's you. And if it's not, I'm just gonna roll with it because it's better than whatever the fuck that thing just put me through.
My god. I'm gonna say George just picks Nancy up off the ground and gives her a bear hug.
George.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I see where this is going.
Pick Nancy up. There is a very, very ugly looking black and blue bruise around her neck.
Ooh. Ooh.
What?
That's worrying.
What's wrong?
Nancy, you wouldn't happen to feel any neck pain, did you?
At this, she just pauses. Her face kind of unreadable. She smiles and starts just tears going down her face. The news was real, wasn't it?
Real enough. Nancy, you're fine. Just
I'm not.
take a couple deep breaths. I need you to answer me something, if you can.
I was never fine, but what?
How'd you get it off?
I'm gonna be honest, as a player, she just went through so much shit, I can't remember.
You just rolled, you basically thought it away. You convinced yourself it wasn't real, and so it stopped.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because she made an intelligence roll after seeing them all shoot and laugh at the corpse thing, and then she realized that wasn't real, so she thought away the noose, and it wasn't real anymore. Mm-hmm. She turns to Lucas, or not Lucas, sorry, George.
She ignores George in front of her and talks to Lucas.
I thought it away. After he showed me something utterly ridiculous that would never happen. And if that wasn't real, I knew the noose probably wasn't real. The pain in my leg never went away, though.
Well, we know he can fuck with your bodies. You and Vlad had your polar opposite temperature issues. Although in hindsight, we never questioned those, did we? I wonder if the same idea would work then. Don't know. When did they stop?
When did our temperatures stop?
When you destroyed the book. But that was a red herring, wasn't it?
I don't know. At this point, it could have been anything. And just now I burned the book and started to hear the person. But so did the white-haired lady, So
he can definitely do things, but he seems limited in what he can do. And remembering that it's not real seems to stop it. And George kind of looks at Lucas. I'm pretty sure he just kind of gave up on us.
Don't jinx it, please.
I don't know. With you, he...
You bit the bait.
I would have said it in nicer terms. But basically, I think the trick is absurdity. Don't let it get to you. And I know that's hard.
It was. I was so close. I was fine until my leg. And then when that pain felt real, the noose was real. And then
But you're here, Nancy. And obviously, and I kind of put my hand on your chin and kind of lift it up, you don't have a noose mark.
Actually, she does.
Oh, she does. I missed that. Never mind.
Nope. Here's that.
George,
black and mark.
Got it.
just for shits and giggles, George is going to look at Nancy. He's going to roll it. I'm going to have full intelligence. And he's going to say out loud, "Or do you?" That is a nat 20.
You're going to say what?
He said he's going to say, "Or do you?" in reference to the bruise.
Oh, okay.
That was a nat 20.
Okay. He's still there.
Yeah, you do. Well,
Even still, obviously, that stuff wasn't normal. So,
I don't think any of this is normal.
no, probably not.
I've seen weirder. And George kind of shoulders Nancy, so he doesn't pick her up, but he does kind of like hoist her up a bit on his shoulder to help her walk.
Okay.
I think I got it, but thank you. And she tries to walk on her own.
Yeah, it really feels like you do not have a leg left.
Really? It feels like I don't have a leg right now? Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna take that assist. I'm gonna take you up on that. Thank you.
All right, yeah. George helps her walk back to the camp.
I'm gonna say when they get back to the camp, Nancy realizes it's probably time to clean the leg.
That's an interesting point.
Gentlemen, you've seen gross things, right?
Uh-huh.
George looks
I
at
just
Nancy.
kinda-
I look at Lucas every day.
I look at my own hand. I look at myself in the mirror.
Wow, we
You wanna
both
see
went
my
to the same
insides
joke.
of my leg?
No, I think I'm good.
Then you might want to turn away.
I'm gonna say George just kind of looks out into the abyss. He's like,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm getting. What time is it?
It's like 1:40.
George is gonna look out into the abyss. I'm gonna go on a spirit journey.
Okay.
And
Does Nancy hear this?
that's for it.
Do I hear this, John?
I mean, George, are you trying to hide what you're saying?
No.
Then yes.
George? Why? Why now?
Because I want to see if he's actually worth a shit or if he's just a cat coward.
George, why? Yeah, it's already been crazy. Can you please just stay here? Please? Please?
Who knows? Maybe I'll feel pain for the first time in 200 years.
George, please don't.
Fine,
Thank you.
but we're just giving him power by letting him hoard it over us.
Right now, I don't.
He kind of looks at Lucas again. Like I said, you gotta face your demons.
Yep.
You know, George, if you really, really want to do it, just bring Lucas with you, so you're not alone.
I mean, he had a perfectly simple time separating us when we were literally feet away from each other.
It would just make me feel better, okay?
You, and he turns to Nancy, need to be able to make yourself feel better even when you can't do it very easily. Right now, he's actively exploiting our weaknesses. So the trick is, don't have weaknesses.
George, I am a fucking human being. He hurt my leg. It was instinctive, okay?
That's fine.
Fight against your instincts.
I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard.
You can't feel pain, George. You can feel emotional pain, but you can't feel physical pain.
Maybe I'd like to for once. And he wanders off into the dark.
The DM will remember this.
Yo, Rich.
Uh-huh.
You're just walking off into the forest?
Yep.
Okay. Nancy.
What?
I mean, I'm going to ask if you wanted to clean that leg, but I guess...
No, I want to clean the leg. Sorry.
I'm going back to my little spot on the side of the road.
Okay.
You're not going with him, Lucas?
No. I'm going back over to my spot on the side of the road so that if I accidentally detonate one of these fucking things, I don't contaminate the fucking campsite with rats.
Why are you playing with those again?
That's none of your concern.
I mean, if it's gonna blow up the place, I feel like I should be.
It's none of your concern. Just announce.
Why you gotta be
Nancy,
cryptic?
shut up.
Why you gotta be cryptic like this?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying.
Stop it.
I can't help
What the fuck
it.
did I just say?
I can't help it.
George, you still over there?
Is George here?
I mean, are you still walking into the forest or no?
Yeah, he's still walking into the forest.
Then, no.
I'm sure he's fine. And I get up and walk back over to the road.
Okay.
George, are you alive? Guys.
He just quietly asks a log next to him. It's just like there's a gentle whisper from the log. I'm being mauled by bears.
Lucas.
Mm.
I will say, you feel high up in the sky. You feel like it was radiation gathering. You've never felt this feeling before, but you have a very acute sense of the vials of radiation next to you. It almost feels as if they're like physically touching you. And it feels like there is radiation just gathering above you. You can't describe it, but you can physically feel it.
I have no idea what this could possibly be, but can I attempt to grab at it? Okay, I'm gonna kind of is this like feeling above me? Is it like right above me?
No, it feels like it's way
up
there.
All right, I'm gonna kind of reach by the one of my rad vials, pick it up, pop the cap, and I'm just gonna kind of like grab at this apparently physical sensation I have for it.
Touching radiation and handling radiation, it doesn't really do anything. It still feels like a physical sensation of you just touching radiation while not still physically touching it is there.
Okay, I'm just gonna pop the cap back on the vial and slip it back in to wherever it was held.
Okay. So just say you are acutely aware of wherever radiation is.
Okay, so it's just a sense rad's ability.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a passive thing or is this an active thing?
No, that's just a passive thing.
Cool. So, does this is this able to function similar to how detect magic works, where I can kind of gauge the magnitude of it? In this case, like how heavy or dense the rad level is for an area.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
It's just always on.
And with they're just if I'm feeling rads high up in the sky, does that essentially tell me that there's a radiation storm coming?
It could, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up from my sitting position and walk back over to the campsite. And I look to the white-haired woman. Is she awake right now, or is she passed out?
She's just awake. She's not really good.
Yeah, her name was 002, right? Or no, she didn't want to be called by the number. Hey, miss, and I kind of motioned towards her. Can we get one of those igloos up?
She looks over at you oddly. Why?
Rad storm.
How can you possibly know that?
I kind of take the pit boy. I flip on the Geiger counter while it's still on my wrist, and it starts.
Mm-hmm.
And I flip the Geiger counter off. Call it a hunch.
All right. She sighs and she almost physically reluctantly stands up. And around the entire area you're in, she just starts forming a very big ice dome.
Cool. And I'm just gonna kind of I'm gonna take the pit boy off and I'm gonna hand it back over to Nancy. Here, you keep it on for now.
I'm the boss again.
And I'm gonna make that adjustment in the fucking sheet now so we don't forget.
Oh, I was about to do that actually.
I'm currently in the process of it.
Okie dokie. I'll let you handle it then.
Nancy.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I just give her rads?
Probably.
Mm.
Make. Oh, you mean like just physically being near her?
No, I'm from. Like, was there any residual rads on the pit boy?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Nancy, make an agility check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Ooh. 17 plus. Hold on. What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? I think I got a 3. Yes, I got a 3. I got a
20.
20.
All right. You are able to very safely and very smoothly, as if you were just remembering what the doctor showed you. You're able to fully take the outer shell of your Lego.
Mm-hmm.
Make an intelligence roll.
You have +2 for that.
Yeah. 7 plus 2 is 9.
Okay. With a good amount of pain, you're able to look around, like through all of the fake nerves that are still connected to your nerves. You're able to see what needs cleaning and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But you do inflict some pain on yourself as you are just openly moving some nerves that should not be moved. So you take 5 damage.
5 damage. I will take that real quick.
Make
I'll keep
an agility roll.
me. Okay. 10 plus 3 is 13.
Okay. With less amounts of pain than before, you're able to properly clean it, scrape it, and sanitize it. So,
Good.
make one last agility roll.
Ooh, 19.
you are able to slip the outer shell back on. With no real difficulty.
John, can I say retroactively that I was kind of watching this and making mental notes of how she was connecting this, just so in the future I can offer like assistance with the matter?
Okay.
Would that do anything functionally? Would that work as how it would like in 5e, where if I'm offering assistance, it would give the person rolling advantage?
That would, yeah.
Cool. I'm just going to write that as a note in my character sheet.
Okay.
Thanks, bruh.
All right. George.
Oh boy, hack fun.
Yeah, Vol.
So, as you were walking into the forest, you start hearing knocking all around you. Not just the 3 knocks, just constant knocks in very equal pace.
Ugh.
Nothing quite like an evening stroll with a friend, huh, buddy?
Are you just going to keep walking?
I'm gonna say he keeps walking for a bit.
Okay. As you continue to walk, all of the forest seems to slowly disappear.
Ooh, the show's starting.
George.
Mm-hmm.
As you are walking forward, you don't seem to be making any progress, and it still feels like you're trying to walk forward.
He starts whistling.
It's now a quest to find an audio tape for us to install that into George's head.
Oh my god.
A table formed with
A what?
a table and a dinner plate form directly under you.
Under me?
As you look down, you are just ahead.
He kind of stops and scratches his head for a moment.
Don't have.
I don't have arms.
You are just ahead.
Good. Better get ahead of the problem. Yeah, you don't care. My humor is lost on you.
You see knives and forks appearing around you as if you were setting like a dinner table then. Way off in the distance, you see a very, very big mountain.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I saw where this was going. We're going for primal fears now.
But Michael is afraid of this.
Oh, he knows. This is John's way
Michael,
of
are
getting
you okay
around
with
us
this as a player?
bullshitting our way through the encounter.
George is just kind of sitting comfortably. I suppose sitting is.
You're not.
That's.
sitting
Yeah, is he floating or is he on a surface?
on the plate. You are on the.
Oh, he's on the plate. Good.
Yeah, I said it forms directly below you.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, no, he's just kind of watching this.
And the table is slowly starting to get closer and closer to the mouth. As it does, you are able to see multiple death claws looking for you.
Ooh. Oh, so you can see into my head. Interesting. How deep, I wonder?
All of the images vanish. You have a body again. And you yourself.
And
Hey,
he's seeing through the eyes of he's seeing through his own eyes? No.
You are looking at yourself.
I am looking at myself.
Yep.
Okay.
You're standing.
Is George is he taller, shorter, or the same height? Like from his viewing perspective.
Same height.
Okay. Man, that dude's ugly.
I might have forgotten to mention this, but it's your human form.
Oh.
Yeah, still ugly.
The human George smiles at you.
Okay.
That's all he does. He smiles at you.
So, let's see. Are you gonna die in a car crash? Is my dead wife gonna come over and you're gonna shoot her in the head? Or maybe we'll bring in the little girl. Let's see. Do you remember her name? Do you know it?
Your human body starts melting.
Ooh.
ooh, we have special effects.
Hollywood is doing great.
Yeah, I think you got it wrong. I'm pretty sure I actually died of blunt force trauma. Hurtled through a windshield, I think?
As your body melts, the under skeleton is just a simple skeleton.
Ooh, is this some greater analogy about how I'm deep down a machine? Yeah, I've already kind of accepted that one.
You feel around you a sense of pride.
Now I'm guessing that's your pride.
Another image appears behind you. One that you yourself weren't able to see before. But now you are. As you look around you, this very odd looking room is one that you've been in before. Is the top floor and the Arnold sitting next to his open coffin, stroking his wife's hand and crying. And over in the corner, you can see Lucas creeping up the stairs.
Ah, we're going with this one.
You see Lucas quietly survey the area. This time you see a very dark figure stand right next to Lucas. And as Lucas stands up and looks over to Arnold, he just gives Lucas a tiny push. Lucas doesn't react to it in any way. But then he pulls up his gun and shoots on it. He falls to the ground. Then you see the dark figure go behind Lucas. Look like he's cocked a shotgun. Lucas whirls around, looks around to see what that is, and then throws a rat bomb. that explodes. He goes downstairs.
So what this implies to me is that you're somewhat corporeal then. You aren't just an apparition. You move around. That's interesting. And this is all you have to feel proud of, I suppose. Your one success in this whole endeavor.
You feel a sense of joy around you as you now are in. You see through someone else's eyes. Someone is looking down at Arnold, looking at his wound, and visibly shaking with anger. This person looks around and you see a mercenary to his right and a mercenary to his left. He stands up and starts running downstairs. And as he rounds the corner of the stairs, you see yourself, Lucas, and Nancy just gunning this person down. As he is getting shot, you feel as if you're getting shot. Not as bullets are going through your metal body, but as if you still had flesh and bones and the bullets were going into them.
George would like to roll intelligence to resist that motion.
Okay.
Give me un momento.
Do you need to know your int? Your int is a +0.
Okay, well, he rolled a flat 14, so...
Okay. So, as you are trying to resist this feeling, you do resist most of them, but that first one, it still feels as a bullet went into your skin. It feels like you just got shot.
That's smart.
And the images darkness.
It's just darkness again?
Yep, utter darkness.
What's the time?
Time?
Yep.
About 1:50.
Huh. So, you put me in an unpleasant situation. I'll grant you that. That was clever.
That's pride is still there.
But as you've seen in my head, you already know I've done horrible things of my own volition. So, what do you really think that means to me?
An image appears in front of you. Not
An image of what?
He hasn't said it yet, shut up.
I honestly can't hear him. It sounds like he's in water.
I can hear him.
exactly. In front of you, it sounds as if there is whispers and chatter, like everywhere in front of you, and being spelled out in very bright red letters. You cannot save them.
No, I can't. They'll grow old, they'll wither and die. Just like your victims. That's why you have to keep finding new ones. Though I suspect you have a tendency of breaking your toys early.
in right in front of you. How did you know?
The bruises! But most people don't have a strong enough will to fight back, I'm guessing. Granted, it's not that I have a strong will. It's just, the world's fucked with me enough, you know? Did it fuck with you? Is that why you like this?
In letters in front of you, nothing can hurt you.
I don't need to hurt you. I just need you to get bored. I'm sure you're about to tell me that can't happen.
You feel almost childlike joy. In front of you, your friend Vlad is mine now.
I figured as much. He's dreaming. Or having a nightmare. Can George interact with anything he has right now? Anything on his person?
Anything on the person, okay?
He's asleep. I wonder. And George pulls out the EMP. What happens if I turn this on? Do you know?
In right in front of you, everyone dreams.
I'll see you in a minute, sweetheart. George triggers the EMP.
All right. George, your entire world just goes black.
I mean, it kind of already did a minute ago.
You still can't concentrate. Doing nothing.
Yep.
Lucas,
Right?
Hi.
you hear the sound of an EMP going.
Oh boy.
What is it?
Stay here. You've
I'm
already.
pretty sure Nancy would have heard it too.
Yeah, she hears it. Everyone hears it.
You three stay here. Nancy, stay here.
Lucas, what if it's just another trap?
I know it is.
Then stay here.
I'd
please.
like to know. That's a very specific sound. That's a very specific sound, Nancy.
Lucas, please don't go.
Nancy, you stay here. He tricked me once. Let's see if he can eat. Let's see how best his attempt can be next time. And I leave and start heading in the direction of the MP.
Okay.
Nancy turns to the woman with white hair. Why are they doing this? Why did they just keep leaving? It's not a challenge. It's not to see how manly they are. That thing just wants to hurt them.
She sighs and looks over to me. Bored would you be bored?
That I bore them?
Yep.
Well, I know that already.
And she just starts playing with grass.
Having fun over there?
I am. Then you talk.
At least there's not silence between us. I hate silence.
Good.
Now you're just gonna stay quiet the whole time, aren't you? Yep, I knew it. Mm.
She doesn't talk to you.
Yep. I'll just talk to myself now. You know, I love the color blue. The color blue, it's great.
Chad,
You know what else I like?
This is gonna rant. This is gonna go on.
I'm gonna just say, as a player, she just keeps ranting about random things, like her favorite things in the world.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not really saying much.
What?
You are entirely encased in ice.
Did she just freeze me solid?
Yep. And not
Damn
like
it!
your body is frozen. No. It's like a hunk of ice around you.
Oh, come on! I had to go through this yesterday.
Lucas,
Hi.
so you're just going into the forest where the EMP sounded?
Yeah, I'm going in the direction of the EMP. I know what's coming.
Alright. As you continue further and further into the forest,
Mhm.
you feel a sense of pride.
All right, you jackass. Let's find George's body.
As you continue to go further and further inside, you do find George lying next to an active EMP, and he's just lying motionless.
Well, I might as well turn the damn thing off so that he can wake up in a bit. And I deactivate the EMP.
Okay.
And I just sit down next to him.
You sit down on top of another EMP.
I sit down on top of another EMP?
Yep.
Okay.
One that
George only had.
It's the Tastubat.
Okay, I mean that's a weird thing to conjure.
Okay. I kind of pull it out from under me, and I try to crush it. I try to close a full fist around it.
Okay. As you do, there is an EMP in your hand, so it's kind of hard to just man mode it. But I mean, if you want to roll strength, you can.
Is this the actual EMP?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna. Well, I guess there was no reason for Lucas to think that there was a second EMP, to think that he didn't have a second one, so I can't rightfully roll an intelligence yet. But fuck it, I'll roll a strength.
Actually, you do because you're the one who gave George the EMP that he had.
Were you carrying other EMPs? I thought we unloaded all our EMPs.
He did not have any other EMPs. You tossed him an EMP earlier this session.
Well, I didn't know if you had unloaded yours or not. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. Crush the EMP in your hand.
Okay. And I just kind of drop it on the ground.
Okay. The way you drop it, there's more EMP.
Tastubat.
All right, I'm done with this.
The otherworldly voice of George calls out your mind. Now, multiply the EMPs. It's an EMPs for life.
Dupe the amps. Dupe the amps.
Oh my god.
So what would you like to do?
I'm just sitting there.
Okay.
I'm not even looking at him. I'm just sitting there.
Okay.
It's dead gentle. It's constantly. It's like white noise. Except horrible.
In front of
Mm.
you, you see a very dark figure come out from behind a tree and stand at the tree line.
How you doing, Baba?
Good. No, it has to be more distant. Good. Alright.
I need to point out, Lucas has a shitty grin on his face.
Oh my god. I just imagine he lifts his head like the fucking epic yarn Kirby's. Like, good. Like, alright. Sweet. Oh, sweet. Oh god, now it's the voice of Mickey Mouse. Nice to meet you. It's me, the master of your fears. Anyway.
Drops 2 sacks in front of
In front of him or in front of me?
in front of him,
Okay.
and then he
Nice.
throws the third one at you.
Okay.
Do you want to catch it, or do you want to let it hit you in the face?
I'll catch it. You want me to roll agility?
You don't really have.
Yeah. I'll just like just go with the stupid tropes tonight. I'm just gonna like the anime 2-hand catch it directly in front of my face and then just lower it and place it on the ground.
It threw 3 sacks. Or it
No,
had
it threw
3
one.
sacks. Yeah, well, no, it has 3 sacks and it threw one of them at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I know what that is. But we'll see.
Okay.
As you catch it, it is a massive sack of caps.
I took all I needed. I placed it on the ground.
From the figure, you hear,
Or. In English, please?
for your work.
Nah, I'm good.
The figure vanishes, but 3 sacks.
Hmm.
I'm just sitting. I'm like cross-legged, sitting with my hands on my knees.
Yeah, Matthew has demonstrated to be fairly resistant to demons offering him money. Because John, I basically pulled the same thing on him in my campaign.
Okay.
And again, Lucas specifically took 1 cap.
Yep.
I'm aware.
Yep. I'm just sitting there.
The AMPs have slowly been multiplying.
The buzzing gets louder.
There is a EMP in front of you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hey, Nancy.
Yeah.
3 points of cold damage.
Of cold damage? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because you're frozen solid.
Oh,
Oh, by the way, if George finds out that... never mind. I'm
She
just
will
gonna...
kill us all. Do not confront her.
Lucas,
it has.
in front of you is just a single EMP.
Yep, I'm just still sitting.
Okay. I mean, the EMP is active in front of you.
Okay.
Okay. I disabled the first one I found.
You did. All right. Nancy,
Yee?
you get... So, Lucas, you're not moving at all.
I'm just sitting there.
Okay. Nancy, you get unfrozen. You get unfrozen as you start hearing rain pattering above you.
Oh, is that the storm?
The woman with white hair is asleep.
Oh dear.
I mean, the two people left out in it are, one is completely immune to rads, and the other is technically immune to rads.
I mean, I'm not exactly worried about you guys for the sake of the storm. I mean, she's worried for the Tastubat stuff, but for the sake of the storm, would this rain possibly melt through the iggle?
For right now, it's not. No.
No. Okay.
No.
So Lucas,
Yeah,
you still have been sitting there from the start of the storm until now.
What, the EMP?
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Wrong sheet. Give me a moment.
That's it.
Yeet.
It appears to be dawn at this point. It's like sunrise. Not like a sunrise, but there's light.
Okay. And the lady is still asleep?
He is asleep. Vlad is asleep. The Georgians are not there.
Have I slept at all during this time?
Technically, no. You're frozen.
So I'm no longer frozen at all, but...
Yep.
Alright, cool. Did the igloo take any damage from the storm?
From what you can see, no.
Okay. She's gonna check Vlad's vitals.
Okay. He seems to be sleeping peacefully.
And his heart rate and everything is normal?
Everything else seems normal. Whatever it was seems to have passed.
He's gonna have the shits later, I'm gonna tell you that. Alright.
She's not waking up. No one who's asleep is waking back up.
Are you saying this as a player?
This is a player. No one who is asleep is waking back up. John is literally waiting for all of us to be asleep.
Oh, fun.
So Nancy, you are officially alone. You are officially just waiting until your body finally gives in.
Okay. Is there a door to this igloo?
I hope so.
I mean, I left out of the door.
No, you didn't. She didn't form it until you left.
Oh.
Oh, so she did form a door?
Yes, there isn't it?
Alright. She's gonna open the door and just see
It's not like
the
a door, it is an igloo.
It's an opening.
Yeah, you just walk out.
Well, I wasn't sure if she made a nice door. So she walks out just to see if
So
is
you're
it still
walking inside, right?
well, if it's still raining, she's not going to. But I guess if there's no door, she's just looking out to see if it's raining still.
It is still raining.
Okay. Nancy just kind of lies back and just kind of waits for sleep to hit her, I guess, or, nightmares. At this point, she's accepted any possibility.
Alright. So you're just sitting and waiting until you fall asleep?
Yeah.
Okay. Lucas,
Yes.
you're still just sitting out there in the rain.
Yep.
Okay. Another 10 heads.
You got it. Wait, another 10 rads?
Yes, 10.
Okay.
You should be at a 120.
Okay. When did I get the other 6?
You were at 100.
Yeah.
Then I said
That-
that's
Oh, for some fucking reason I heard 4.
Yeah, I heard 4 too.
Yeah.
Earlier, you said 4.
the first time I asked if he was still out during the storm.
You said 4.
You said 4.
Yeah, you definitely said 4.
Marina, what did you hear?
I don't remember.
You got
Of
2.
course.
You got 2 saying 4 and 1 in unsure.
Like, if you want him to have taken 10...
Then I'll do it, but me and Mike both heard 4.
Yeah.
Alright, you're at 120.
All right.
Alright.
EMP still in front of you. Bag of cats still in front of you.
That's fine.
George still unconscious next to you.
That's fine. I'm still just sitting there.
Alright. I'll wait.
I'll wait.
Again, Lucas is just sitting there. He's not having any of this bullshit right now.
Leave, you fool. Or take George back into the igloo.
Action. Lucas, you take a book to the back of the head.
Oh.
Do I take 1 damage?
One minute.
Cool.
That's funny.
Pressing gear, get back to the igloo.
Nice to see we're still in the material plane. And I throw George over my shoulder.
Okay.
And
Yeah, just leave the book there. Don't pick it up. Just leave it.
Smack you later.
I'll pick the book up too.
Okay, I meant okay. I wasn't being sarcastic.
I'm taking you and the book back.
All right.
Okay.
You getting real? I feel like you're getting annoyed with me, Baba.
As you go back to the igloo, you see Nancy is asleep, Vlad is asleep, and the woman is asleep.
Is Truffles also asleep?
That's all. He's just around, honestly.
Okay. All right.
Big,
Yep.
whatever the hell the one's name is.
I mean, they named it Tom Hanks.
Oh,
I refuse
God.
to call it Tom Hanks.
I like that we have Tom Hanks and Biggie Smalls because that makes literally no sense at all. It's like the making for a really bizarre buddy cop movie.
Yes.
Eminem and Pee Wee Herman.
I lay George against the inside the igloo, and then I sit down, and I'm gonna take the book, and I'm gonna go to that last section where all the jumbled letters are. What you gotta say to me today?
Drink more milk.
Drink from the udder.
Purchase. Cut you pride of a sack.
Don't.
What, John?
Don't swim 1 hour after.
Oh god. That's what happens after we finally dispel him. The last page of the book just offers you really like random and kind of pointless life advice.
What does the book say, if anything?
When you turn to where like all the jumbled letters are, there's nothing.
Good.
Fair enough. I shove the book and I just place it next to me. And I lean against the back of the igloo. I'm not getting away from this. And I just shut my eyes.
Alright. And that is where we leave off.
God damn it.
Come on.
Can't we go?
I'm just stay up later. I'm just
I want-
passive.
I want to go to Dream World.
Me too.
If you guys legitimately want to keep going, we can.
It's
I wanna
9:20, and Marina, I know you tend to require to be awake in the morning, right?
Well, I don't have to be up at a certain time.
I ain't got
Well.
nothing going on.
Well, at least let's take a moment for a piss break and drinks.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm sure you probably need to use it right now, John.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thanks. For
You go piss then. Oh my god.
I'll be back in a moment.
Oh, let's end this
never-
bullshit. I am so tired of the Babadook arc.
Are you though? Are you?
I am. To be perfectly honest, I'm kind of tired of the psychological torture angle.
I'm enjoying it.
You fell forever. We're almost choked to death and broke your mechanical leg.
As a player, I am enjoying the arc. As a character, I am so fucking done. As a player,
Oh my god.
on more spoop, it is October. I need more spoop.
I'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, you're
dear.
already in the Madre, so.
Mm,
Oh yeah, I haven't told you what you did.
what did I do?
You noticed on your Pip-Boy that Roderick's and Marianne's map signals hadn't vanished. They started moving in basically the opposite direction. Real fast.
Oh dear.
So you ran off to go figure out what was going on with that.
Mm.
Since Matt is not here, I will tell you what you have witnessed, which is Roderick's going on essentially a ghost killing spree.
Okay.
He is just running through the streets, massacring everything he encounters.
I'll
and
stab
Marianne.
Oh, so the deep crypt from Destiny.
Okay, yeah, and Marianne is just kind of running after him, like, no, stop!
Oh, Marianne. Oh.
I want to help you. Either way, yeah.
Fix it.
That is exactly what she's saying. She is just repeatedly saying, I can fix it. Alright, yeah, I think we're all back. Oh, let's get this fuck train rolling.
More spoop. More spoop.
Less spook.
More spoop. Yes, God?
Mm-hmm. Didn't give him this power.
Oh, true.
We all open our eyes, okay.
Currently seated at a table.
What is a sleepy time tea?
Somebody got music?
That is my mother's TV. I'm going to have to go back into the loud to get her cup. George begins humming quietly to himself. And I kind of wanted to keep it that way.
I'm waiting for it.
Come on, I'm bored.
Ooh, you know what I hear they used to do?
You watch as Nancy's lips get sewn shut.
That's
What
not
is it?
funny, Lucas.
It's
What
fine.
are you guys listening about? No stitching job. Okay.
Really hoping for a steak. I haven't had a real steak in so long.
George looks at this. He kind of chuckles to himself.
In the middle of the table, there is a miniature figure.
Okay.
Currently, nothing else is being said. The figure on the table, and for her, you are in danger.
Hmm.
In front of you,
Yes.
yours says the end to your quest is where you could not go.
Ah.
Lucas,
Ah,
So now we're expected to believe you can see the future?
in the middle of the table, slowly starts to melt.
Fun.
Hmm.
And
no, these are figures of us. I
No, these are figures.
like the entire scenery around you has changed. You
okay.
Are we underwater?
might be.
Oh, where you could not go because water.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're underwater.
All of you get a very fast flash of something moving, but it's not as if you were actually seeing it. In your mind, you just have a very quick image of something moving.
Okay.
A very, very large something.
Okay. Porpoise of Death from the Commonwealth?
Possible.
Everything's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
You, as you're sitting, below you, you see a very weird cracked ground with a gigantic split in the middle of it,
Mm-hmm.
much wider than the table you're on. It is the ground itself. There's more to it, but this seems like I guess it would be an indentation in the ground with a very big slit in the middle of it. And that slit, or well, the indentation itself looks about as big as the arc.
Fun.
And nothing else.
Alright.
Okay.
Would any of you like to do anything?
So I can't help but notice this feels less malicious.
No. So,
Nothing is being said.
nothing's being said?
Feel nothing, and nothing is being said. You are just in this scenery right now.
Ooh. Spooky. So, do you actually have an agenda, Baba, or are you just kind of here to fuck with people?
In writing, in the middle of the table, it just says both.
Alright. Agenda that you have, just a personal one or an overarching one?
In writing on the table, it says it is very personal.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. George just rolled a nat 20 to try and break free from whatever control was being put over him and stand up.
Okay. I mean, stand up really without any resistance.
Okay. Yeah, now that I'm up here, I don't know what I want to do.
I don't I know. Lucid dreaming? Pull a chicken out of a hat.
George is going to try and pull out the double mag.
Okay.
Actually, George is going to try and pull out his old magnum.
Okay. As you reach down to where your old magnum would be, or where the holster point would be, as soon as you imagine that it would be there, it's there.
Neat.
What would you do?
Kind of need a target for that, don't you? Can I try and pull up the book and hold it above my head?
Okay.
I'm going to roll intelligence. 18 plus 2? No, plus 1.
You fairly effortlessly pull the book out of your bag and hold it above your head.
Here's a target, George.
Let's see if this does anything. And George shoots the book with the gun from his dreams.
Roll for damage.
All right.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a flat
A top.
7. That is a flat 17. What bonus would this magnum have?
+1.
All right, so that's 18 damage.
Okay. That does hit. Roll for damage.
Again? That was rolling to hit. Okay. I thought you said damage. All right. Okay. All right. Let me roll for.
Make sure that
I've rolled a flat 10 for damage. Does that get a damage bonus, or just the 1?
just 1.
Okay, so 11. Hi.
Lucas,
Hmm.
you take 11 points of damage.
God damn it.
Ah, that hurt. Is the book touched at all?
The book is completely unscathed, but you now have a fresh bullet wound in your arm.
Great.
Nancy would like to get these stitches off of her mouth. Can she roll an intelligence roll?
Sure.
Yay! 15?
All right. I will say you can give them, yes, if you want to.
I can make them go away if I want to?
No, you can remove them with intelligence.
Oh. I would like to, yes.
Okay. They excruciatingly start unwinding from your. They just unwind.
Ah.
Ow. Ow.
Great. Anyway.
He really likes putting me in pain, doesn't he?
Evidently.
Lucas, you okay there, friend?
Yeah, I'm fine. John, can I try and flex my arm and see if I can will the bullet hole away?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to roll intelligence. Yeah, I rolled an 11.
You
I've had.
out of
He said you can will the bullet out.
Alright, yeah, I just pushed the bullet out.
That's gonna hurt.
It does hurt because you are just. The bullet is slowly coming out of you. But it's not really anything you can't handle.
George has a new idea.
Okay.
George has rolled a 19. It was a 17 plus 2 from his luck bonus. He's just shooting into the darkness.
Okay. You rolled for luck.
Yep, he rolled a 19 for luck.
Okay. As you fire into the darkness, you hear it hit something that sounds like it's metal. And Lucas and Nancy, George just vanishes.
Oh dear. There he goes. Off to have a weird existential adventure with the Dabadook Nuke.
Mm.
George,
Mm-hmm.
you, I guess, power back on. And you were inside of an ice igloo.
Okay.
Everyone is kind of asleep. You do see Lucas has a fresh bullet wound in his arm.
Is George holding a gun?
He is not.
Okay. Cool, so we're still working off the logic that you can actually hurt things. Great. Where's the book?
The book, currently on top of the ashes of the campfire.
That's not where we left you.
So, Lucas and Nancy,
Mm-hmm. Well, we lost one of our guests.
you have just seen George vanish.
Fuck it. I'll give it a shot too. And I'm gonna roll luck. What is my bonus? My bonus is +2. I rolled a 18 total. 16 plus 2.
Okay. As you fire off into the darkness, you hear it hitting something that sounds like it has flesh,
Okay.
and you, Nancy, Lucas vanishes.
Don't wake up.
All by myself with a nasty book.
Up in the icy blue with a fresh bullet wound in his arm.
The same one or a new one?
Same one.
Same one? Oh, that's gonna hurt for a while. Oh, George. Oh, you got the book. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Why isn't Vlad awake, and why wasn't Vlad there?
I checked his vitals.
Okay. Roll perception.
13?
As far as you can tell, he is just sleeping.
Give me a moment, George. And I walk out and I get the whiskey. And I pop it open, pour a little in the cap, and kind of wave it under his nose.
Okay. Nancy,
Hmm.
what are you doing?
At this point, she doesn't have a care in the world. She's gonna try and take out her gun from her mind thoughts, like the gentleman did before her.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for this, or?
No, you don't. So if you can shoot off into the darkness, you can.
I think she's gonna shoot the table first.
Okay.
And she's gonna audibly say, pew pew, while also shooting.
How many times do you shoot on the table?
Twice.
Roll to hit.
It's 11.
Okay. And the second shot?
Oh, second shot. Gotcha. Ooh, 16.
Okay. The first one just hits into the table. The second shot, you feel a fresh bullet wound on your fleshy limb.
On my what?
Fleshy limb.
Leg.
Ooh, what?
Leg.
Oh, fuck. You too. And she shoots the darkness.
Okay. I forgot. Roll for damage.
Oh. Oh. That's a 19.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 19 points of damage, Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very happy right now.
As you shoot off into the darkness, you hear it hit something squishy and fleshy. You hear the ground below you start rumbling, and you wake up in icing.
Ooh. Hello again, gentlemen. I think I shot something in the darkness.
Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
you see Vlad's eyes open up as he starts coughing and trying to swat the smell away from his nose.
Good morning.
Hey, Vlad. You doing all right?
No, I don't like that smell.
That's fine. And I pour the bit of whiskey back into the bottle and cap it.
Okay. Oh, I have a bad headache.
I bet you do. You ate rotten peaches. You dum-dum.
Looking forward to all of you. Where are we now?
We're in an igloo.
Happened, man.
Did you say something?
What happened?
I really can't hear you.
He said, "What happened at the mansion?"
Oh. At that, Nancy's just gonna start working on her leg. That got shot.
Okay.
George turns to Vlad. The Babadook played tricks on our minds.
You remember that stupid red book?
No, I don't.
All right, Bob Duke's in his head.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Vlad.
Something in my head.
You're. John, if I stab a stim pack into myself, how much do I heal?
I believe it was 20. Or was it 10? No, it was 30. Yeah, 30.
30? Okay, 30's worth it. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
George is going to... George is going to roll charisma.
Okay.
That is a 17 plus whatever his charisma bonus is. That's 3. Cool. George is half looking at Oh god, my brain. She's turning to mush. Vlad. He's half looking at Vlad and half looking at the book. If we're still playing this game, you've had your fun. We have bigger fish to fry, and you can find more fun targets. Let's just move on. Not necessarily, no.
Okay. What does it mean?
It means that whatever's been messing with us, you've had your fun. Just let us go. Find someone new. You're not getting anywhere with us.
Vlad looks thoroughly confused.
Then I'm just going to assume it's sorted and consider this all a bad dream. George kind of pats Vlad on the head. How'd you sleep?
I was sick.
Yeah, that's what you get for eating rotten fruit.
Well, I guess. It looks like he's trying to argue about it, but then
What time is it, George?
What time is it?
about 6 in the morning.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Let's get going. Nuclear Alliance is right over there.
All right. So you're gonna pack everything up and leave?
Not everything. There's one particular item that nobody's touching.
Oh, the car. Okay.
No,
No.
the book.
We are leaving that right where it is. George has fully accepted that Babadook is bigger than them. The Babadook. George is done with the book. One way or another.
Okay.
So yeah, George is packing up everything and heading out to the cart.
Nancy's helping him where she can and getting in the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything is inside the.
Oh, okay. Then yes. We're packing up everything that we can, other than the ice, I guess.
Okay.
Nancy's gonna wake up the white-haired woman. Hey, we're heading out again.
She opens her eyes, looks at you, and sighs. I
Missed you too, honey.
and she
Get
stands
in
up,
the
sits in the cart. And as you leave the igloo, she just burns it, and it goes to water again.
Does that take up any energy for you?
Probably not.
She looks over to Nancy. Not anymore.
Huh. So it did at one point.
Neat.
Interesting.
And that is where we would call it.
All right.
Fair enough.